Shocking new 24 Republican primary poll shows Trump imploding, DeSantis at 56, Trump at 33. This is stunning stuff. BBC article, Trump's conservative base deserting him for DeSantis. Most Republican-leaning voters would prefer Florida's governor over Donald Trump as their 2024 presidential nominee, according to a survey, by a 56-33 margin. Dear God, conservative voters picked Ron DeSantis over Trump. The Suffolk University USA Today poll also found Joe Biden has a higher approval than Donald Trump. It follows mixed results, I'll say, for Trump-backed candidates in midterm elections. DeSantis outpolls Trump not only among the general electorate, but also among these Republican-leaning voters who have been the former president's base. Republicans and conservative independents increasingly want Trumpism without Trump. Also interesting, the poll released Tuesday recorded only a 30% approval for Trump, compared with 46% for Biden. The survey also found over 60% of voters would prefer neither Trump nor Biden stand in the 2024 race. So let's talk through a few aspects of this. First question, which we should all be asking: how valuable is a presidential primary poll roughly 18 or 19 months before the bulk of that primary, right? We're 23 months from the 2024 election, but these are primary polls. So we're dealing with something that will take place over that summer. So it's more like 19 months away. How valuable is it, a poll today? It's limited. It's quite limited. The general answer is 19 months out. Can't predict how the political landscape will change between now and then. Things can happen external to the candidates that shift support one way or the other. The economy may change. We don't yet officially know that Joe Biden is even running. DeSantis hasn't actually said he's running. We don't know legally what is coming for Donald Trump. International events, shifts in public opinion, scandals, we just don't know. There's all of these things that make this polling extraordinarily premature. That being said, the most important takeaway here is zoom out. Trump has been the president and is the de facto leader of the Republican Party. Ron DeSantis isn't even running. And here is a good poll from a good pollster that says DeSantis is up more than 20 points over Trump among the primary electorate. That's not the type of thing you can easily dismiss, at least as far as pointing to the picture today. Now, what about Trump? What is he doing or saying about this? Trump posted an alternative poll to Truth Central. Interactive polls, IA Polls 2022, Politico Morning Consult, which has Trump winning by 18. So there are definitely other polls out there that are not bad for Donald Trump. At what point does a presidential primary poll accurately reflect who's likely to be the eventual winner? In the months leading up to the primary. You know, but polling can fluctuate, particularly in a very contested primary with many candidates. The polling can fluctuate April, May, and then typically June, July of the election year. I'm not even talking about 23, I'm talking about 24. June, July is when it really starts to become definitive. And so these are very important early signals. What they really mean about what will take place in a year and a half, we really don't know. But if you're Trump, you'd rather be winning as the former president than losing to a guy who hasn't even said that he's running.
I've had such trouble finding a great razor where I am not cutting myself or getting those nicks on my skin, which are so common with the cheap disposable razors. You have to meet our sponsor, Henson Shaving. Henson actually manufactures parts for the International Space Station and the Mars rover, and they are bringing that exact same precision engineering to the shaving experience. It hurts when you shave because blades extend too far, and thus they wobble slightly. But with their aerospace-grade CNC machines, Henson is able to make metal razors that extend just 0.0013 inches. That's less than the thickness of a human hair, which means a secure, stable blade with a vibration-free shave. It also has built-in channels to evacuate the hair and the cream. No more clogs, no more rubbing your thumb on the razor to get the hair out. I use Henson at home. Shaving is a great experience now. Henson wants to be the best razor, not the best razor business, which means you only need to buy it once and it's awesome. Go to hensonshaving.com/Pacman, add a razor and a 100-pack of blades to your cart, then enter the code Pacman to get the 100 blades for free. That is a 3-year supply. The link is down below.